You will not believe the amount of hell I went through to get to this point once more. Hello there everybody, this is Siwat the Platinum One here, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Now before we begin, things. I got some more spring water. I got 2 bottles full. I also have magic beans. And I got my captain's hat. And I got the 2 pieces of heart we got from Pinnacle Rock and that hole in Termina Field. Why is this, you may ask? Well, in case you missed it, I accidentally forgot to save at the owl statue after the last recording, so thank God I copied my save file before recording any of this stuff. And it only took me like 38 minutes after posting that update, but anyway, I should actually go into my intro. Welcome back to more Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So last time, stuff happened. So, today we are actually going to go over here for side quest time. Oh yeah, I suddenly remembered what we did last time. We returned the last of the Zora eggs to the Marine Search Laboratory, and we learned the new way Bossa Nova, which we can use to reinvigorate Lulu's voice, and we summoned a giant island turtle. Yeah, because turtles can happen. Anyway, now we're up here on this little cliff of sorts. And do you know those magic beans we bought? Well, you have to use them right here. And now let's actually go into the thing. And let's plant this thing. Now if I'm wondering if this will actually work, because if the Song of Storms can really do this, then my spring water's for nothing. Oh, okay, I guess I was right. Jeez. So, that's actually a little known fact that I never actually tried before, is that if you use the Song of Storms... wait. There we go. If you actually use the Song of Storms near a plant, near a magic bean or whatever, you can sprout it using the Song of Storms, so that's awesome. So I got that spring water from the hot springs for nothing. Of course. Anyway, using the Scarecrow song, we can summon the Scarecrow. And you have to think of a new one for every cycle. Yeah, I know, it sucks and it's stupid, but I don't care. We got our 11th heart. Yay! So there's actually another thing we can use for the Scarecrow song. And that is actually at, somewhere. I forget where, but it's somewhere. It's Snowhead, so let's go over to Snowhead. Boosh! I always loved that effect, by the way. So awesome and cool. And speaking of cool, we're in here. Yes, so here we are at Snowhead once again. Like I said before, if we use the Song of Time, the land's conditions will reset. So now let us get hit by that thing before we even began to start rolling. No. Let's actually use this. Lens O Truth. And we want to actually roll over to... Ow. We want to actually roll over to this spot, so hopefully we can get enough power to do this. Oh yeah! I'm awesome. Anyway, now we can use the Lens of Truth here to see invisible platforms. And we see Tattles going, like, way over there or whatever. See, right there. So, now what we have to do is use the Scarecrow song again to summon the Scarecrow again. And you know what we have to do. We have to hookshot onto this thing. Boosh! And we hookshot right directly towards the piece of heart with the Scarecrow doing its dance for whatever. Jeez. Can't imagine what they would do, but anyway. Now onward to the next thing. So, do you remember those beavers that were mentioned before? Apparently the Zoras were talking about beavers, per se, and apparently they're rivals with Mikau, because Mikau wanted an empty bottle for whatever reason. What would the Zoras be doing with an empty bottle, by the way? I mean, what would Mikau want with an empty bottle? I don't know. And by the way, Lulu's gone. I guess she like goes back to her room or something. I don't know. I know there's something like after clearing the Great Bay Temple that's there, but I guess I'll show that later, I suppose. Anyway, now what we have to do is we have to go back to that area with the waterfall that we saw before. So let's get out our Goron Mask and Hookshot. With the Goron Mask, we can roll along without wasting up any of our magic, because we wasted our magic already. Jeez. I'm out of the magic, so I'm doomed. Actually, no, we're not doomed. You don't need magic for this particular side quest that we're going after. So what you have to do now is you have to hookshot your way onward to the waterfall. With these trees right here. Oh yeah, and another thing that I forgot to mention is my rupee count. It's kind of sort of inconsistent. Last video it was like 200, and now here it's 92. That's actually because I went ahead and deposited 200 rupees into the bank and got some more off screen, including getting this thing. I got those rupees from the treasure chests at Pinnacle Rock where we fought the deep pythons. So yeah. Yeah, my throat. Anyway. Now, here's something really dickish. You have to stand on the edge, and then do that. So now, let's go in He's. And actually, I want to roll along, because I want to... I'm actually trying to see if I can actually go ahead and at least start the temple in this cycle. Actually, and I don't think I'll have enough time to do it, but hey, at least I'll try. Anyway, let's go over to the Beaver, who has a really awesome sound effect. There has this awesome motorboat sound effect, and his eyes are tripped out. Whoa! Dude. What's with their eyes, anyway? The Beaver's eyes. I mean, are they, like, mega tripping out or whatever? I mean, do drugs even exist in the Zelda world? I don't even know, but hey. And his belly button's dripping out, too. Holy crap. You again? You can't fool me with your green clothes. You have an empty bottle, don't you? You never learn your lesson. Coo. Okay, I'll give you one. But only if you swim through the rings in the river in under 2 minutes. It's kind of like that game for the N64, except this is a million times better. There's a total of 20 rings, so you must swim through them in the right order for it to count. Swim through the ring that's flashing. I'll show you the way, but follow me and don't get separated. Jeez. That's a weird voice for a beaver. But anyway. Now we have to race him. So basically this is Superman 64 except a million times better with better swimming controls. And controls that don't screw you over a lot. So, yeah, we're just swimming through here. This minigame is actually not that bad, to be perfectly honest. I mean, actually no. In like recent years, recent times, I didn't really like screw up on this too much. I think they gave you like more time than you need, actually. So, yeah, and this actually costs time too, by the way. So, yeah, this is probably like, actually no, I do have time for that other thing that I want to do, but anyway, let's continue. That beaver is making like that motorboat sound. It's actually kind of weird. It's kind of weird to say underwater. Speaking of that, what about those? How about those underwater sound effects, eh? They're like screwed up underwater, and some of them actually sound cool underwater, or in terms of music, like in the Super Mario Galaxy games where the music is actually different underwater, or in Sonic Colors DS case, Moon, or in Sonic Colors DS's case, the music gets all garbled or whatever. But anyway, that was perfect. That's no good. Oh crap, it's the Angry Beavers. Did you call me, little brother? I called you, big brother. Actually, big brother. It is a big brother. I sound like Dr. Barber from Flapjack. What's an empty bottle? Yeah, an empty bottle. Dot 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 dot. Don't worry, little brother. To us, empty bottles are a treasure. We can't just give you one just because you beat my little brother. We can't just give you one. I'll give you one after you race me once more against me. So will you try? Yes. The rules are the same, except there are 25 rings. Don't fall behind. And now you have to solve my maze, so there's no time to waste. So yeah, this time there's actually 25 rings. And this time the big brother actually swims faster, believe it or not. But yeah, Angry Beavers, I miss that show. I miss all them old Nicktoons. And I hate to go on a rant here, but do Nicktoons nowadays even classify themselves as Nicktoons? I mean, technically them shows have been running for like years are still classified as Nicktoons to me. But I just don't feel like they're Nicktoons anymore, to be perfectly honest. I mean, granted, to me, SpongeBob is watchable, but it's just not as good as... But I will admit, it is not as funny as it used to be. I mean, there are some funny things in the newer episodes, and some of them do work. Like, there's this one episode where, like, there's this one episode where everyone in Bikini Bottom basically disappears, and SpongeBob is all alone. And, like, at the end, when they all show up, Patrick goes away for, like, that thing. It's like, Patrick, you too? Well, everyone leads at least one day away from... And then he makes an imitation of a SpongeBob laugh with his face. Okay, I have to admit, that is actually pretty funny. But yeah, the only real Nicktoons that I see that are actually Nicktoons are the new Ninja Turtles series and Legend of Korra, to be perfectly honest. But hey, at least I get my Nicktoons rant for today. He did it, little brother. Yeah, he did it, big brother. There's nothing we can do, little brother. Dot 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 dot. This is a mess, big brother. And we do indeed get an empty bottle out of that, so we underestimated you. So basically you can get an empty bottle out of this as soon as you get the hook shot, but here's the thing though, you want to rematch them again. Just saying. He's back, little brother. Yeah, he's back, big brother. But we don't have any more bottles, do we, little brother? No, we don't have any, big brother. If you say you still want to race, though, that's fine. What will you do? A race. First, you will start with my little brother. This time, the limit is 150. Don't fall behind. So yeah, this is basically as predictable as you think. Except this time, we actually have a time limit of 150. And, can we pause? Yeah, we can. What time am I at? 13 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. So, yeah, this is basically as predictable as you think. This is just basically the same race as we did before, except a much smaller time limit. So, I guess I'll meet you guys whenever we finish up the race here. And I just remembered, we have to meet at Romani Ranch at 6 p.m. anyway. I just remembered so suddenly right now. I don't even know. Anyway, he did it again, little brother. He did it again, big brother. That's shameful, little brother. Now race me. Yes, I'll race. Jeez. Okay, don't fall behind. Yes, and do you notice what I see like every time we go into like a fade to white transition and a circle? Like those little corners of the screen there. We have those like little corners of the screen that actually still show like the background of the game. Isn't that just weird? I mean, technically I did notice before, but I'm just pointing it out right now, but goodness, jeez. Okay, so I might as well take this time to talk about like some of the stuff. Actually, no. Before we cut away, Anyway, What I actually wanted to talk about is, like, those alternate scenes with the Romani Ranch side quest. Romani Ranch side quests. I actually plan to show those, like, as we end this cycle of 3 days. And they're just gonna be bits of things I'm gonna edit in. So, yeah, but there is one particular cutscene that is alternate scene in the Romani Ranch side quest that is extremely difficult to get. Extremely difficult to get, and I apparently heard that happens at random, so... But I'll probably try to get it. I'll try to get it. Whatever way I can, because my sad little existence demands me that I take upon this job to show whatever I can. My god, I'm such a... Nah, never mind. So, there we go. He's a formidable opponent, little brother. You're all just talk, eh, big brother? If we give that to him, I wonder if he lives alone, little brother. Yeah, I want to quit, big brother. So we get a piece of heart. That is good. Please, let it be over. Yeah, I know, let it be over for me too, but there's actually one other thing that I wanted to show. And it can only be gotten when Snowhead has turned to spring, so... See you guys at Snowhead Temple. The moon! It stares into your soul. Ow. So I actually got here without too much trouble, but anyway. Now let's go into Snowhead Temple once again. Ye who hold my remains, return to the appointed place to face me. So here's the very reason why I thought Majora's Mask was my favorite Zelda game until recently. It's because, since we basically use the song at a time, like I said a bajillion times before, if you use the song at a time, the conditions of the 4 regions will reset, allowing us to rematch the bosses again and again as we please. So that's awesome. And of course I'm going to be abusing the hell out of that method that I showed you before, so let's defrost this guy once again. In fast motion. Oh, and by the way, if you're playing along with the GameCube version, this will be massive slowdown. Slow down. Yeah. Only in America! So, here's basically that method I was trying to show before. If you go here, if you go up to, like, the corners right here, let me actually not waste any magic and just do that. If you actually go up on these corners right here where these imitation jail cells are, you can actually hit goat like this. And of course I'll be abusing the hell out of this thing. Oh, maliciously. Like that. But I don't want to waste too much arrows. See, look at that. Goat is being destroyed. Seriously, this thing... Oh my god! Boom, baby, boom! He just got beat again. Hells yeah. I freaking murdered him, my god. And of course time freezes when apparently the boss is defeated, so... Doesn't make much sense, but I don't care. We beat him and that's all that matters. And springtime is here once again, so... Let's go over here. Now there's actually something that's only available when you defeat Goat and make spring come to the mountains here. And you have to get the Zora mask in order to do this. So let's become Mikau and let's dive. Dive, dive, dive. And as you notice, this whole area is now filled with water. And a bunch of rupees too if you want some. And there's also this little thing right here. Ow. Die. There's also this thing right here. This is a red rupee. Now, this is actually what we're not... This is actually what we're not going for. Not a red rupee. I see your ass, Moon. This is actually not what we're going for. What we're going for is something much more valuable. You can pretty much tell what it is. And if I can dive and stop being mother... Okay. What we're actually going for is a heart recovery heart. I need you. No, it's not it. It is a piece of heart. Hooray! We suck at opening a chest because Skullfish apparently wanted to murder us. I hate those guys, by the way. I really do. So, with this in mind, and we've gotten plenty of heart pieces and a new empty bottle, and Mikhail closed his eyes because apparently he needs rest like I do because school has been murdering me recently. Not to worry about a thing, guys. I'm trying to record the best I can, actually. Now that we've basically taken care of that, let's use the inverted before I forget. And we are indeed going to be stopping this episode here. So, next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we are going to go back to Romani Ranch, because, remember, we promised Cremia that we would ride with her, to town, delivering milk. So, I shall see you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.